I warn you, what you are about to hear is very disturbing indeed.
Whoa. What the hell is that?
Last night the little angel came pumping on my floor.
Ooh, EBGBs. Do you know what that noise is?
She said, come baby, you got a license for love.
Have a quick think, right? What do you think? Just, I can give you like 5 seconds for the sake of, continuity. I give you 5 seconds to, right? Just make a decision, right? In this 5-second gap in a minute, make your decision what you think that noise is, okay?
And if it expires, pray help from above.
Oh, wait there. Yeah, wait there. And before you make your decision, in the 5-second gap, right? Just, to avoid any confusion, right? Say out loud what you think that noise was.
With a rebel yell, she cried more, more, more. Wow, in the midnight hour, babe.
Right, you said it? Oh, that, yeah. Ooh, it's creepy, wasn't it? Apparently, that noise is the noise of hell. So, what I've done here, once again, I've been underestimated my entire life by everybody, including myself, especially myself. What I've done is an actual stroke of genius here. I've opened up a lecture, which is basically designed for you to enjoy listening to me talking. That's like the whole aim of this game. I want you to enjoy listening to me talking. I know it sounds pathetic, but and don't get me wrong, it wasn't a conscious decision that's what I want. I've actually worked it out mathematically. That's the point of a lecture. But yeah, I'm underestimating. What I've actually done is opened up a lecture, a situation where I want you to enjoy listening to me, and the first thing I've put on for you to listen to is allegedly the most horrible sound known to, if you end up there, imagine that forever. Imagine listening to that. You'd be so spun out you'd end up joining in, which sounds like that's what's happened. So I've started off with the most horrific noise known to man, and in order to make myself sound better. But right, how do I know that's hell? The sound of hell. I'll tell you why I know as well. This is what happened, right? This is where that noise came from, and it's true because I saw it on YouTube. There was a team of drillers in Siberia. I don't know what they were drilling for, oil or gas or whatever these people do. But they drilled 9 miles into the earth in Siberia. And they came to like a cavern. So obviously they had to stop drilling, because they drilled this big hole, if you imagine, the same size all the way down into the earth, and suddenly, 9 miles down, it had all opened up, and obviously they were drilling into an open space. So they had to stop. So they sent, I know it doesn't sound feasible, but it's true. As it said, I'll tell you what you didn't know. As it said, they sent down some extremely heat-resistant. No, that's right. Yeah, they realised that the temperatures were over 2,000 degrees in this cavern, through the drilling exploration techniques these people have got. And they sent down some extremely heat-resistant microphone recording equipment. And that's the sound that they recorded 9 miles into the earth in a cavern, 2,000 degrees heat in Siberia. So that's where hell is. So all you people who start mucking about with religion and not taking it seriously, it's time you stop fucking about. That's what hell sounds like. And that's where it is. You've learned something here already today. It was the 5... I'll tell you what I saw on YouTube. It was the 5... what was it? The 5 most disturbing things, audio recordings or something, ever. And obviously the sounds of hell made the top 5. One of them was Jonesy, Jim Jones, is that his name? That fucking crazy cult leader or whatever. And they recorded when he was getting everybody to commit suicide, hundreds and hundreds. In Jonestown. I saw a documentary, but that was absolutely bizarre. I need to watch it again, because obviously about 15 minutes after it finished, I couldn't remember any of it. But that was really bizarre. Cult leader. Jim Jonestown Massacre, I think it was called. And they'd recorded it. I was one of them. Can't remember the other 3. But the reason I'd stumbled upon that, you can always tell with YouTube where your head's been at. But the things suggest there's a lot of... I end up watching a lot of black history sort of stuff. I don't know what that's all about. I'll tell you what it may be. It's because when I search for Griff's Lonely Dollar Lectures, as I do sometimes, just like a fan, just to listen to myself, a lot of the time it'll give me the option for Professor Griff's lectures. He of Public Enemy fame, black activist, sort of... well, I wouldn't even say black activist. I suppose I would. He's, a bit of an Illuminati sort of revealer, and I don't know, just one of these people who's waking up and trying to wake people up. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest with you. But Professor Griff does a lot of that sort of stuff, and that's probably why I end up coming in. I thought it was actually my producer's fault. He sent me a link the other day. I can't remember what it's called now. Was Jimmy Savile a wizard? This little documentary being made about that. Very interesting, old Savile. We can all be obviously disgusted and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, all right, yeah, we can all tick that box. But you cannot underestimate how fucking interesting all this business is. Absolutely bizarre. And the key to revealing a lot of things, I believe, I was once interviewed by a chap in Cardiff, and he recorded it and put on like a podcast where I sort of said, I think the Queen's a paedophile. And possibly cost me a bit of TV work, all that. But, I do believe it's true, to be honest. And if you're not a paedophile, why would you have Jimmy Savile around your house all the fucking time? Do you know what I mean? With your kids and your grandkids about the place. And knight him. Because you could imagine, right, when the Queen dishes out these fucking poxy awards she bestows upon her subjects, she's not just going to sit in the bog and fucking write a list one day and then, get them all round, is she? They're going to... it's going to have to be some sort of vetting process, I would have thought. And it's, it's pretty much common knowledge. There was a lot of people knew Savile was some sort of fucking weirdo, even if they didn't quite know the extent of it back in the days. So I'm sure one of the Queen's advisors would have had access to information about every single thing in the fucking world. Would have said, Betty, about this Sir Jimmy bit you're banging on about, he's a little bit of a fucking nonce. May not reflect well on us, you know, being such upstanding citizens. And she would have gone, no. Because I know it doesn't sound like her, but in the 70s, this is how she used to talk. She was, no, it's fine. Give him the gong. And he advised her, obviously depending how confident he was or his sort of standing with Bet. He'd have been, oh, look, Bet, honestly, this guy's a fucking walking landmine. We can't. Give him the gong. Okay, and ring him, tell him to come round New Year's Eve every year, fucking whenever else he fancies it. So, yeah, she said, was Jimmy Savile a wizard? And, you know, a wizard needs a wand, and he had his cigar, and he had his capes, and, he had his jingly jangly rings, and, they were even, you know, saying about, as I said, I'm really, really gullible, suggestible, mentally vulnerable, you know, briefly. I'll believe anything for a bit, do you know what I mean? You won't convince me of bullshit for long, but I'll believe it for a fucking day, like, but, yeah, you know, they're on about, you know, was it all like a lot of hypnosis had gone on, and, you know, when he do his little now then, that would just be a way of boosh, whoop, just putting you straight back into a hypnotic trance. Because the phrase that sprung out from watching that, I don't know, documentary, whatever you want to call it, that KD kindly sent me after I'd broken free of watching Savile videos years ago. Yeah, the phrase that sort of jumped out to me was Jimmy Savile, the man that groomed the nation. And it was like, fucking hell, he did, didn't he? He grew, you know, because I would have been in his fucking heyday, in the Jim will fix it days, I would have watched that and I would have been fucking gagging to get onto that programme. You know, and I've never been one for a cock up the ass, especially not at that age. But I would have gone on that programme, I would have taken that risk, because I thought he was fine, you know. And obviously so did everybody else, because they put him on the TV at 5 o'clock every Saturday, and whenever else he wanted to be on that. Yeah, groomed the nation. What a bizarre phrase, isn't it? But yeah, that's what I'm looking to do now with these lectures anyway. Groom the nation.
And what was your name again, sorry?
Jeff Hurdleplip.
Jeff what?
Hurdleplip.
And what was your name again, sorry?
Jeff Hurdleplip.
Jeff what?
Hurdleplip.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the sounds of hell. And one of its residents, old James Savile. So he's gone. Wogan's gone now. Fuck, it's all happening. Bowie, Wogan, all the big names. Wogan's gone this week. Potentially opening up what can only be described as a can of paedophilic Irish worms. Now, don't know where Wogan's been hiding for God knows how long. In the what you could loosely describe as the post-U-Tree era. You know, there was a time where you couldn't avoid Wogan if you fucking tried. He's been as rare as rocking horse shit lately. I fucking hate that phrase. Do you hate that one? There's a few I hate. Grips my shit. Oh, he grips my shit. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. You start using images along with that phrase, you're in serious trouble. So I don't like that one. Wogan's gone. This is what it's going to be now, to be honest with you. I've come to realise, unless I die, it's just going to be a case of, for the rest of my life, just hearing, he's dead, she's dead. Oh, she's dead now. He's dead now. He's dead. There's just this spate of elderly people dying. I don't know what the hell that's all about. But yeah, Wogan. Not sure about him. On the U-Tree front. Bit of a strange one. When I was growing up, I didn't really understand what was going on in Ireland. Because, in the 70s or whatever, believe it or not, if you're about 20 odd, uneducated and, lacking in enough sort of moral fibre to find things out. But if you are like that, which I imagine quite a lot of my listeners will be, in the 70s, when I was a kid, the IRA, the Irish Republican Army, these are sort of Irish, they were just dropping bombs around the UK and all that, trying to kill Paul. Good go at killing some of the Tories, fair play to them. Had a good old crack down at Brighton, I think. But the British Army was running around Ireland, fucking killing people. The Irish Republican Army was sneaking around Britain, blowing people up. It was fucking all happening. And I didn't really understand it, very well. I thought, well, why have people gone over to Ireland to say they wanna feel like, they're in Britain? Would have made more sense to stay over here, wouldn't it? I would have thought. I know there's an issue with the spelling, but there's a clue in the name, in that Ireland. Ireland. It's like an island, which by its nature is separate from other bits of land, because there's the sea in the middle, and it's actually called the Irish Sea as well. But yeah, no, I never understood all that, and then obviously I found out that it was sort of Catholic, Protestant, religion-based, going back in history of, you got your potato famine and your pot noodle crisis, and more recently. But I lived in London when I was about 19, and it was predominantly a sort of Irish area, and some bloke did warn me then, because we were in it looked like some sort of IRA pub, I think, because playing all these sort of Irish rebel songs, and we were told, without any option in the matter, to stand up for certain songs. It was like, fucking hell, we only wanted a pint. But, but this guy said to me, if you don't know what you're talking about, you're better off shutting your fucking mouth when it comes to Ireland. And it was good advice. I've stuck to it till now, really. But I don't know what made me think, old Wogan, yeah. Yeah, because he seemed to sneak through the fucking net, do you know what I mean? Mainland Britain was very racist towards Ireland. Wasn't that long ago where, you'd have no Irish, no blacks, no dogs up in a window of like B&Bs and things like that. And so how genial, jovial Irishman Wogan was allowed to sort of be all over TV during such an anti-Irish period. Maybe it was because he was one of the compliant ones. Maybe that's what it is. They're the ones who make it through. you know. Maybe it's just the compliant ones from the call centre are now making programmes rather than the rabble-rousing uprisers. Yeah. I remember seeing, I think it was two guys from the SAS got cornered at I think it was an IRA, a funeral of somebody in the IRA, and two SAS were in the area and somebody sussed them out and they got cornered and killed, basically. But I remember seeing that footage on the news. Horrible, brutal, but you know, it was on the news. That's the bit they wanted me to see, wasn't it? But yeah, as I said, on my business, a lot of people my age would have probably gone as serving soldiers over to, well, I say Northern Ireland. I think they were on the border, one would have thought. But yeah, fucking chaos over that. And very interesting period in history. And I suppose now all that remains for people who are, you know, unaffected, really, is just to watch the films, you know. Watch the films. I don't know, yeah. You grow up in a fucking war zone, you're going to become some sort of a fucking soldier, aren't you? You know, this is what's happening with the Middle East and Iraq or whatever else, these other places. You know, you're just winding people up. Do you know that? You go and bomb somebody's house and you're going to irritate them. Bomb a town and you're going to have a town of irritated people. You know, bomb a fucking continent and you're going to have carnage. Oh, God. In the words of, I can't even remember who said it, but I think Bob Marley said it once. So much trouble in the world. And I sit here in my kitchen sometimes, so I think, look out the window and I think, out there's a world outside that window. And, you know, sometimes with all the things going on, it seems like it's a world of dread and fear. You know? It's a world of dread and fear, and you can't even get a fucking reliable taxi. 21st century Swansea. You can't get a taxi on a Monday morning with a fucking hour's notice. I got a late slip. Oh well. But, yeah. So Wogan's dead. Savile's just come back to life via my inbox and my producer. But it has come to light that Savile did apparently bang Josie Cunningham when she was a kid, so he's not all bad. Took one for the team there, Jim. Wogan, yeah, wonder where he'll end up. Anyway, thanks for listening. Appreciate you bearing with me, because I had a little bit of a mental breakdown this week. But, you know, being the brave lecturer that I am, won't let it affect me. You know, well, it may affect my output, but it won't affect my punctuality. That's for sure. They can take our freedom. Oh, but then again, I'm talking about punctuality, and I've already taken my daughter to school late this morning. So I was gonna say they can take our freedom, but they can't take our punctuality. But they can. They can take that, the shapeless cunts. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you next year. Right, let's give Newcastle a ring. Try and sort out these pots and pans.
Thank you for calling Newcastle United Football Club. Please note, calls from BT landlines are charged at 7p per minute plus your phone company's access charge. Mobiles and other networks may cost more. Please ask your supplier for details. Press 1 for match tickets, membership and stadium tours. Press 2 to speak to one of our stores. the extension number of the person you're calling, or for anything else, press 5. Press 1 for stadium operations. Press 2 for safety and security. Press 3 to speak to a member of staff in our catering department. Press 1 to speak to the duty manager. Press 2 for HR and payroll, or press 3 to speak to one of our chefs.
Afternoon, can I help you?
Yes, hello there, it's Griff Richards here. I've just been transferred. I work in the kitchens down at Swansea City. Now, one of our ex-players has recently joined you, John Joe Shelvey. When he was down here, he had a private chef. Now, I believe he's taken a chef with him, but his chef has left a lot of his equipment down in our kitchens. We're just wondering where you want us to transfer this stuff to, please.
Right, can I take your name and number? And I'll pass it on to one of the guys that's with him.
Well, I need to speak...
Is that okay?
Well, no, I need to speak to somebody now because I'm actually just about to
Well, you
leave.
can't because you've been put through to football administration and there's nobody here that can answer that question for you.
I'm just off down the post office now. You see, we have everything wrapped up. I just need to put a label on it.
What sort of equipment is it you've got there?
Oh, there's pots, pans, there's a colander. But this is all professional equipment. It's
Right, send it
worth
to the training
thousands.
ground then.
Yeah. What's the address?
And I'll give you an address. It is Newcastle United Training Centre.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. You ready?
Yep.
Whitley Road, that's Whitley
Whitley Road, yeah.
Newcastle on Tyne,
Yeah.
NE12 9F for sugar, F for Freddy.
Okay, and there's about three boxes, as well as the equipment, there's 3 boxes of flavoured milks, yeah?
All right, if you just mark it for John Joe's attention.
Yeah. Okay, now bear with me a second. The total postage charge comes to £212.86. Would you like to pay that with a credit or debit card,
No,
please?
I can't do that. I don't have authority to do that.
Pardon?
You'll have to speak to John Joe himself then.
Well, yeah, obviously we have no dealing with him any longer.
Yeah, well, I can give you a
Legally,
telephone
we
number
can't
down at the training
contact him.
ground. Let me give you a telephone number down there then to speak to him. It's 0191
Yeah. 0191, yeah.
238
Yeah.
1003.
And that's the training ground directly, is that?
Yes.
Are they down there now? Do you know?
okay.
Do you know if they're training today?
I've no idea. I'm up based at the stadium.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right, love.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Shut up.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Whom do I speak?
Sorry?
Yeah. Who's that, please?
Yeah, who do you want to speak to?
Well, it's Griff Richards here. I've just been put through to this number.
It's who, sorry?
My name's Griff Richards. I work in the kitchens down at Swansea City.
Right.
I was talking to somebody at the club. They just give me this number. Basically, so what the problem we got is one of your new players used to play for us, John Joe Shelvey. Now, when he was down here, he had a private chef. I don't know if he's taken a chef there with him. Now, the chef has left quite a lot of equipment in the kitchens that we need to forward on to John Joe or the chef himself. Because it's professional sort of, pots, pans, these things are worth thousands, as you can imagine.
Right.
So we're just looking to speak to John Joe to see where he actually wants this delivered. How do you mean? No, I'm just off down the post office now. We've got everything all already bagged and tagged. I just need an address and postage details.
Right, okay, well, I'll tell you where to post them to, for sure.
Yeah.
Right, okay. A pen and paper there?
Yeah, fire away.
Right, the Newcastle United Training Centre,
Training centre, yeah.
Whitley Road, which is Whitley, Whitley Road,
Yeah.
Newcastle upon Tyne.
Pontine, yeah.
The postcode is NE12
Yeah.
9SF. S for sugar, F for Freddy.
Okay, lovely. Now, we've had it all weighed. Total postage charge is £212.86. Would you like to pay that with either a credit or debit card, please?
No, it's nothing to do with us, mate. I can't pay something on behalf of John Joe Shelvey. That's his business if he's, I can get him to give you a call. I can get somebody to give you a call tomorrow, but I can't authorise, it's not for Newcastle United to pay.
As I say, I'm off down the post office now with the stuff.
Right, well, I can't help that, mate. That's, with no disrespect, that's something you've done,
Pardon? Oh, we'll just as soon throw the stuff in the skip. It makes no odds to us. It's not our equipment.
Well, I know, but you just come on to me asking money. I'm saying if somebody can, if I can have something to legislate what you're talking about, until you are.
Well, can you pay half? Can you pay half of it
now?
now?
Come on the phone and said I'm from Swansea and give me some money for sending some stuff, and and I'm at the post office now, and that's I'm happy to sort it out, but I can't sort it out tomorrow, and I need to be able to ring somebody to prove it's right when John's there,
Who do I need to send this to? If I send it to this, obviously, but if I send it to this address, is he going to receive it there?
Yeah.
Because
that's training ground, yeah.
We're talking. There's about 15 pots. There's a colander. There's a cheese grater. What else we got? We got one of those garlic crushers. There's cutlery, plates. There's 3 boxes of flavoured milks. Pardon?
Have he asked you to send them on?
Well, no, I think because everything went through quite quickly. I just think it's. I think Chef's probably forgotten about them, but obviously we have no contact. We're not allowed to contact ex-players, etc., or any ex-staff, so we're not allowed to contact Chef directly.
Why can't we speak to him in the morning and then somebody here will give you a ring?
Yeah, do you know if he's brought his own chef down there?
I don't know, mate. I've got no idea at all. I mean, I'll be able to find all this all out in the morning.
Have they been training today?
I've been trained today, yes.
Right, well, did you see what John Joe had for dinner?
I didn't know. No, I didn't see what he was having for dinner. Listen, John, leave me a name and number and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, certainly. Is this the best number to call? Because I'm going to have to call myself in the morning now, because obviously I can't take this stuff to the post office unless everything's been confirmed. If I ring this number, what's the best number to get hold of John Joe or the chef?
Well, why don't we ring you back? That's what I'm saying.
Because I'll be in the kitchens in the morning. I can't ring out, I can't use my phone from 7 in the morning till 3.
You tell me what time. I mean, what's your name?
Griff Richards.
Right, Griff. Okay. So and it's let's have a look. So what time are you going to ring here tomorrow, Griff?
After 3.
Yeah,
after 3.
Right, after 3 tomorrow.
Thursday.
Right. Okay.
I'll be.
You want to send them some. You want to send them some stuff which is his stuff.
I think.
In conjunction with his personal chef.
I think it's his chefs, yeah, but there's not just pots and pans. There are boxes of flavoured milks, and obviously with that being sort of live food, as if you can imagine, there's going to be obviously licenses to send that.
Right. Okay. Right. So does John Joy know you, Griff?
Well, yeah, no, not me personally. No, I used to deal with Chef, because obviously he used to come in and do John Joe's cooking. But yeah, no, well, if I ring at 3 tomorrow, obviously then all we need is, to go ahead to send it up and I'll be fine.
Right. What's the chef's name at Swansea?
What, John Joe Chef for ours?
Is it John Joe's chef that wants to send this stuff?
No. I believe John Joe, the chef is still with John Joe. It was his personal chef. It was nothing to do with the club.
Right.
So he's probably gone up to Newcastle as well. But that's what we're trying to find out, because he may still be in Swansea. Maybe a case of him wanting to come here to pick them up himself rather than us send them. Obviously, you know, because it's only just gone through now. That's why I was trying to work out what John had for dinner, because I didn't know if Chef was there then.
So these things at the football club, these items?
No, they're at the training ground in the kitchen complex.
Right, okay. Right, fine, okay. Right, if you ring tomorrow after 3,
Yeah.
I'll be able to give you the yes or the no.
That's lovely. Okay, bro. Well, I'll send the flavoured milks up today, because there is no charge on them, obviously, okay?
Right, okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks, have a good day.
Cheers, bye.
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 Jeff Hoodlepip. 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 Hoodlepip.
Okay.